Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Sean is in Jacksonville up next. Sean, how can we help?
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
I'm a little anxious.
I got just the guy for you.
Yeah, Doc, I was hoping to be able to talk with you. So my wife and I about a year ago did FPU, and we're making progress. We got the car almost paid off. We got a personal loan that we're going to start working on real hard beginning of this year, but we still have the student loans, and that's $90K.
Woo! And what'd you get him in?
My wife got him pursuing a degree in speech language pathology.
Okay. Is she doing speech pathology now?
Yeah. So she's working. So we got a kid at home. He's almost 2, and we got another one on the way. And so the way it's working now, she's working now to help pay off these 2 smaller debts. And then I'm going to be the only one working after the new baby comes, which I'm fine with because someone's got to take care of the kids. We can't afford childcare. And my question really sits on this. As a father, as the head of the household, I'm working 40-plus hours a week, Monday through Friday. I'm trying to be very available on the weekends, but I don't want to sit in this forever. I want this debt gone. I want to be free. I want our family free of this. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be a bad father. I don't want to be a bad husband. Should I be working extra on Saturdays at a second job? I mean, just to give you some context, I'm a structural engineer, and I make north of $90K a year.
So, one, dude, thank you for your heart, man. Like, I can tell this is weighing on you heavy, and you want to be a good dad, and you want to be a good husband. And I wish everybody came to the table with your spirit, okay? What I'm going to tell you is pretty hard thinking. I mean, it's just pretty hard, and so I'm going to be as direct as I can because we don't have a ton of time. Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. Number one, I'm always very hesitant or avoidant of either or situations. You have backed yourself into a corner, and you've created a bunch of truths for your home. We cannot afford childcare. My wife will not work. I am the head. So either I work 40 hours a week and I'm a crummy dad and husband, or I work a whole bunch to get the stuff paid off and I'm a bad, crummy husband. Here's the truth, or if to use my language, here's you choosing reality. Together, you and your wife have created a financial reality for your home that your bodies cannot accept, cannot exist in. Y'all are broke. You owe $90,000, and she has a graduate degree, and you're a structural engineer. You're 2 very brilliant, very successful people, and yet you can't breathe financially. True or false?
That's pretty true.
True. Okay. So when we make declarative statements like, I'm not going to X, Y, and Z, the math doesn't care what you declare. It's a good rhyme. I should probably write that down on a T-shirt. That sounds very George Camely. So here, if me and my wife were in a similar situation, I would reframe our language. She wants to stay home. You want her to stay home.
Yes.
But you make $90,000 and she can make $65,000 to $85,000, and together in 12 months of scorched earth living, you could have most of this paid off, all of it. And that means somebody's watching the baby. Or you can figure out X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're leaving one of your huge weapons, financial weapons at home, heading off into a war that y'all started, which is going to leave just dad to get shot at and beat up the whole time. And you're placed in an impossible position, which is I have to work 90 hours a week, which, by the way, 40 is not going to cut it here. Yes, you got to work Saturdays, you got to work Sundays. Y'all owe 6 figures in debt. Y'all are broke. Okay? You got to do what you got to do, what you got to do, what you got to do. And man, it's going to be tough to be a whole present dad. And it's going to be tough for her to be a whole present stay-at-home mom with no support and assistance from you, right? So y'all doing this together and taking it's going to suck for everybody on the front end, but man, y'all get through this thing faster. It's the buffalo running through the storm. Y'all both link arms, y'all run straight into the middle of this thing. No, it's not how we wanted it. But this is the world we created for ourselves by borrowing all this money, and now we're going to get through it together as fast as humanly possible, and we're going to work our way out the backside. So how does that sound?
Sounds tough.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the stronger one in the relationship. That
what does that mean? What does that mean?
It means that when it's late, I'm willing to keep going. I'm willing to. She's got her talent. She's great with our son. She's a wonderful mother. She's an excellent wife. But when it comes to buckling down to spend the extra hours to keep working in the wee hours of the night, to keep going, to push. Maybe I do it unhealthily. I push myself too much and too hard sometimes. And I feel like I'm more capable of it.
I would disagree with that. You might be able to push forward. You might be able to push forward without a goal. But if she gets through graduate school and speech path, that's a tough program. And working with those kids and families or with the geriatrics every single day is tough. She's tough.
She's delivered a baby.
Yeah, she's made a human, dude.
Goodness gracious.
She's making a second one. Here's where people often run out of gas when there is not a end in sight.
Yeah.
The question is, you want to struggle for the next 2 years or 15? And so that's what we're trying to help you with. Is it's going to be stressful either way. We just want you to solve for freedom a whole lot faster.
Yeah, there's the phrase we use around here is choose your hard. It's not an easy path here. Here's what we see all the time, though. One of you goes all in, and you work 75 hours a week. You're a structural engineer, and then you're driving Uber to the airports on Saturday mornings at 5 a.m., and you get some side hustle gig, and then you deliver pizzas on Sundays, and you do that, and you're a grinder, and so you'll do it for 18 months. And you'll get little gulps of air with your kids, and your wife will start to resent the fact that she's doing all of this by herself, that her husband hasn't changed a single diaper. You're going to start resenting her and this whole situation because you haven't got to change one single diaper and you miss your family. And then the air conditioner breaks. And then you put it on the credit card because you have to. You got 2 babies in your house. And you see how this thing just keeps going and going. That's why we tell everybody, run as fast as you freaking can through this.
Sean, what's left on the car loan?
3.
3,000, and what in the personal loan?
10.
Okay, so 103,000 is what you owe. You make 90. She works for a year. You guys can clean this up fairly quickly, and that might mean we got to do the math and go, listen, even after daycare, we'll still make an extra $500 a month. Great, that's $6,000 a year to clean this mess up faster. So I'd sit down with her and have these hard conversations and know that you guys are a team. You're not going at each other.
But yes, you're going to have to work multiple jobs over the next couple of years to get this knocked out. That does not make you a bad dad. Doing what you have to do is for your family to be safe. That makes you a good man.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.